Hey everybody, here to talk about them Red Hot Buccos and how they are staying hot after the All-Star break. Now they are in a very heated race with the St. Louis Cardinals. They are a half game back right now after beating them very convincingly last night. Score of 9-2 was the final in Pittsburgh. They did have a doubleheader tonight. We'll be getting to that later on in the segment, but um, something people aren't used to seeing in Pittsburgh, and that's a pennant race right now. It's the end of July, and the Pirates are still winning games. They're still winning series. One thing that I did notice as to I think why they are winning games is they haven't mentioned any type of trade or anything like that to get rid of somebody to bring in that next big name person who's supposed to really send them to the next level and into the playoffs, which hasn't happened for 21 years, so I don't know why they thought that that strategy would work. Right now, the team is gelling. They're having fun. Everybody's hitting. The pitchers are phenomenal this year. That is one of the reasons why I believe they are still winning games this late past the All-Star break. This is normally when they start their spiral into that losing season and just can't find a way to win a game. But we'll be getting into all that later on here. So let's get started and talking about that doubleheader today, shall we? Now this game did go into extra innings in game one of the doubleheader. It went 11 innings, and the Buccos did walk it off with the RBI single in the bottom of the 11th. Now, this game was much to be expected to be a 2-1 victory. Burnett didn't get the win, much to be understandable because this was just a pitcher's duel. Both pitchers pitched out of their minds. Burnett went seven innings, gave up 3 hits. He walked 3 and had 9 Ks. So he was on fire today, and especially after the little incident in the 6th inning when he kind of just flailed his arms at a questionable call from the umpire, to which the umpire started to charge the mound, which is the worst case of an overreaction I have ever seen in my life. I don't know how these umps keep getting away with it with nothing happening to them. But yet, when a player charges the mound, he's automatically ejected from a game. I don't know how an umpire gets away with it without the MLB doing something about it. If it was up to me, I think something should be done about it. But it did give Burnett that little extra spark that he needed because he was already at 95 pitches in the 6th inning, and he did come out to face the next 3 batters in the 7th, striking out 2 and getting a pop fly to end the inning. And he was throwing some serious heat for him, 94, 95 miles an hour with his fastball. The breaking balls were all there, and this was just a pitcher's duel game. A great game for baseball. And one other nice thing about game one is started out no fans in the seats. All of a sudden, stadium was packed by the end of the game. Can't wait for game two. Now, this game might be what the Pirates needed to keep going and keep on that pennant race. It did put them into first place by a half a game in the NL Central. Now, they can move that to a full game by taking the game 2 of the doubleheader, which will be starting roughly in about 20 minutes or so. I will be putting out a video as soon as that game is over, so be looking for that too as well. Because right now the Pirates are just way too hot of a team. They're fired up about the bad calls. The pitching should be good as it was in game one. A little bit worried about the bullpen, kinda, since they did have to use most of them in game one. Don't know if Melanson will be able to come in and close it if that plays out, seeing how he did pitch in game one. But he only threw a few pitches. He should be able to come back out if he's called upon to close the game down. Again, it's going to be a decision made by Clint Hurdle, and probably last minute decision if it comes down to it. But I believe the bats will come alive in game two. The Pirates are way too fired up right now. I mean, they have probably about, like I said, about 20 minutes to get calm back down, get their minds right, and get ready to go for game two. So, until next time, you guys keep doing what you do, and I'll keep you up to date with everything sports.